Alright, stream should be going, so we're gonna get going ourselves. And go. So yeah, we're here again trying another 100% run, as in, I tried it once before on stream. And then yesterday I went through it a bit, just completely off camera, wasn't even recording, that kind of thing. Just to try to figure some things out, because the first time going through it, again on stream, and the first time just in general for me, doing a 100% run, ran into some hiccups that I wasn't expecting. One of the bigger ones being that you apparently can't quit and reload.
Let's see if we can
Without losing the progress on like soup cans, and I don't think audio logs, I think it was just soup cans you lose the progress on. But yeah, like you can't quit and reload. Hello Pyro, welcome to the stream. So, I'm gonna try to figure out how possible some other things are, with just whether or not you can do them in one go sort of thing. What, how is chat? We went out of our way for one can and that added like 20 seconds? That can't be right. Whatever, I'm gonna go. I don't want to restart already. Not calling it semi-casual this time, yeah.
Alright, how do I get this to work?
I figure there's not a huge point in doing so.
Oh my god. Joey, what were you doing?
Because I am gonna, be trying to go as quickly as possible this time. I mean, that was last time too, I guess, but yeah. Yeah, and just to talk a little bit more about how this has been developing for me, I'm thinking now that this kind of run, this 100% category, would have to be ranked by real time instead of in-game time. Because in-game time, I think, is just a little too inaccurate, arbitrary almost, in this run compared to like any percent. Because in this run, semi-casual just gave you an excuse for mess-ups. Yeah, that was basically what it was, yeah. Because I was still figuring things out. And I'm hoping, like, I'm still kind of figuring things out, of course. But, hoping it'll be better this time. Like, last time it took me 3.5 real hours, real-time hours. Hoping I can cut that down. I don't know by how much is really realistic, but we'll see. But anyway, yeah, I think that you would have to rank this by real time, because in-game time just too inaccurate. You basically have to go through the entire game once, like, to get most of the achievements, but because of basically two achievements, you have to go through Chapter 3 and Chapter 5 a second time each. So, either you do that, and then you quit out of Chapter 5, like, halfway through. So either you do that, and you just don't get whatever the in-game time was for that Chapter 5 at the end, because I don't think that would actually, like, show up on your save file, since you just beat the forever fight and then quit out, right? Or you do chapter select to get just chapters 3 and chapters 5, instead of going again all the way through the game. But chapter select, doesn't affect in-game time on the save file, so. Just those things that I've been thinking about. So my plan for this one, assuming that things are ranked as real time instead of in-game time, I'm going to basically beat the game once, get all the achievements I can, and then use chapter select to go through chapter 3 and chapter 5 again, and of course the archives.
Now I just need to get the ink flowing.
I mean, that's another thing too, like, you have to use chapter select for the archives. That's the only way to get there. And granted, you're only in the archives for like a few seconds, but still, it's some amount of time that you just can't actually, like, register at all on the save file. So it's weird to me that you would be able to have, like, 10 hours of real time, like, where you're just sitting on the main menu or something, or in the archives itself. You could have 10 hours of sitting in the archives, and it wouldn't count toward your in-game time. Right? That just seems weird to me. Oops. Little bits of lag, I still hate those.
What the heck is this?
Yeah, Jolteon, I wasn't really expecting you to come to the stream at all, but welcome. I hope that you're having a good time out there, and I hope that you enjoy your hike. We're just trying another 100% run. We'll see how it goes. Still some complications. And there are a couple... No, there's one part really in particular. I'll say 2 parts. There are 2 parts that really complicate this run. Just because if something goes wrong... You know, there are a few more actually, I guess, if I'm... Kind of... Gosh, dang it. Okay, so the biggest thing that I'm thinking of as far as things that complicate the run. If you die in Chapter 3 before you collect all the ink cards, you know, or before that's your objective, then you just basically have to reset the run, or you have to go through Chapter 3 basically 3 times in total in order to get all the achievements. And that's just a lot. Then Chapter 5, if you get caught during Valued Employee, that also seems like it could be the end. I don't know. Glad it's pretty out there. Okay, so that should be... Yeah, let me actually check this. Yep, that's all the achievements in Chapter 1. I can't actually back out just yet. There we go.
Oh, my head. What happened? Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Press on. See if I can find a way out. How did this place get so big?
So I'll have to remember to get that audio log before I actually move on entirely. But I do have to go back that way to hit those switches, so I'm hoping that that'll be a little more efficient than going out of my way right away to get that.
Help me. Hello? Where the hell did he go?
If you'd like, Jolteon, you're free to.
Somehow. Should be a couple switches nearby. Then maybe I can open it.
I don't think there are any more soup cans in here. So we got the audio log, we got the 3 cans from back there, we got the 2 switches. So we've just got that switch there, the switch to the door, and then go back to get all the cans that are stacked up here. And the hitboxes on these 2, always delightful. Okay, should be all of them there. Keys there, cool. Now we know.
It's really dark in here. Looks like the stairwell's flooded. If I'm gonna get out of here, I need to find a way to...
A jacket and sunscreen. Nonsense. He didn't die. Okay.
Now I have this ugly pump switch right in my office. Going in and out all day. Thanks, Joey. Just what I Stupid cartoon songs don't write them.
So we'll go get those keys right away. Well, I'm gonna do this again. So the keys were here. You know, before actually going and getting that code, I want to come in here and take care of this whole strike up the band bit. So you just got to do this a number of times to summon more and more like Bendy cutouts. So we're going to do one more time for safety, because I was only semi-counting there. There we go. Oh yeah, Henry's super strong.
Every artistic person needs a sanctuary. Joey Drew.
Okay, so it's piano, bass, bass drum. Piano, bass, bass drum.
You need only know my favorite song. The piano delicately calls. The bass sings with deep articulation.
I'm just gonna go up here and do this, since I have to go up here anyway. Piano, bass, bass drum. Cool, so we got Strike Up the Band and my favorite song. Those achievements out of the way. And the next time we play the organ, we should get Johnny's Broken Heart.
One down.
Two left. So I'll sneak in here, get this achievement. There we go.
Oh no, there's no valve. Where did it go?
And then down here, I think we should get the audio log achievement.
Was that thing holding my valve?
I think this is the last one in chapter 2. Yep, okay, cool.
And that's hard to come by in these busy times. And yeah, sure, it
Well, I didn't know this dude would ever fall. I've never had him follow me down here.
Nice hat.
That little searcher. Because I assume that's the one from that other room. And usually I just run past him, so that was weird. Does have a nice hat, doesn't he? Or he did. He's dead now. Back when he wasn't dead, though, he did have a nice hat. Alright, so now here. Just gonna jump in here, pull this, play this. Then we gotta stop in here first. We have this soup, this soup, this soup.
What the heck is this?
And now we get knocked out.
Rest your head. It's time for bed. There we go now, nice and tight. We wouldn't want our sheep roaming away now, would we? No, we wouldn't.
Now we get this cutscene.
I must admit, I am honored you came all the way down here to visit me. It almost makes what I'm about to do seem cruel. But the believers must honor their savior. I must have him notice me. Wait, you look familiar to me. That face. Not now, for our Lord is calling to us.
Yeah, I'm gonna place the blame for this one on you, Jolteon.
Sacrifice is at hand.
Considering you were camping and trying to
then
watch.
I will finally be freed from this prison, this inky, dark.
So yeah, one ink
abyss
or
I
one
call
can
a
of soup
body.
in this room, and then one can of soup right before the room where you find Boris.
Listen.
So we'll grab those, and then we'll get out of here.
Crawling above. Crawling. Let us begin. The ritual.
And so we'll get 2 achievements, one for the soup and one for outrunning Bendy.
Soon you will hear me.
And then that should be accurate, because I believe there are 9 achievements in Chapter 2. I know there are 6 in Chapter 1. So that's good. What, your family either talks too much or not at all?
It's time for sleep.
Fair. There is a nice balance to talking.
It's time for bed. In the morning, you may wake. Or in the morning, you'll be dead. Hear me, Bendy. Arise from the darkness. Arise and claim my offering. Free me, I beg you. I summon you, ink demon. Show your face and take this tender sheet. No, my lord, stay back. I am your prophet. I am your Lord.
All right. Just gonna ignore most of them. Now let's get out of here. Oh, characters in the game either talk too much or not at all. That's definitely true. Okay, but yeah, we got those 2 for the soup and for outrunning Bendy.
Hello? Someone there?
Yeah, Jolteon, I thought you were just saying you were like
You're
bored
here.
right now.
Come out and show yourself.
So hey, good news, we made progress on Chapter 2.
Boris?
As far as like saving time goes. Which I'm not too surprised by. Considering this is only based on one other attempt, where I was still trying to remember where everything was. I mean, not to say that I have everything necessarily perfect, but hopefully I do. Because otherwise that could lead to some complications. Here we are, Chapter 3. This is the biggest chapter. You know, I mean, like, it's the longest, it has the most achievements, and it's where it can mess up the entire run. Because I have to do the demon route, I have to not die, I have to set the little ink toy to be the ink machine.
I'm not getting
All
any
of that
easy.
so that I can get the Tommy
I
gun.
need to open the door, but the lever's missing. Boris probably has it. Hey, buddy, you seen that lever handle around? Or are you holding it hostage until I make you something to eat?
Force is
I
terrible
thought so.
Wi-Fi. That's weird.
Let's see what we got. That should be enough.
The attempt where I was a scrub? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, when am I not a scrub, though, when you really think about it? Sometimes I'm just a better informed scrub. Hello, Morgan. Welcome to the stream.
Here you go.
So before we go, a couple other things. Got to grab Doggy's bone. And that soup can. Now we're good to leave here.
Let's see what's out there.
So we gave him his bone. Got these soup cans, now we're good to go. Excuse me, Boris.
Looks like it's really dark up ahead. Let's find some light.
You got notified from the Twitch app this time, that's good. I actually saw you on Facebook and I was tempted to let you know that I was streaming.
Scared, Boris.
But I also know that you like just probably woke up and I didn't want to bother you. Yeah, we got that soup can there, we have 2 here, and then 1 more on our left around here. Okay, so now we're good in this dark area, as far as cans are concerned.
Did you hear that? Yeah, me either. Another dead end. I don't see any other way through. You got any ideas for us?
Take the light, Boris. Cool. You did just wake up. That was awesome. I called that. Despite how late I stayed up, I woke up like 4 times this morning. So that was dumb.
Wow. I don't remember any of this. Why is there always something blocking the door? Gotta be a way through.
Guess the nice thing is we at least got good RNG with that thing there.
I don't be seeing what the big deal is. So, why did my wife paint one of those Bendy dolls that look at life? There's sure no reason for Mr. Drew to be flying off the map that way. And if he really wants to be so helpful, he should be telling me what I'm to be doing.
So is there a 100% record? Or is there a record for 100% speedrunning? For Bendy, no. Yeah, currently the category is bear. Like, there are rules set up for it, but I think the people who set up the rules just didn't give the run much thought, like the category itself much thought, because it just doesn't it doesn't really work with the rules. So honestly, I'm gonna be doing it my own way. And, you know, whatever. Because I assume that the 100% run, like the any percent run, is being ranked based on in-game time, but that's just inaccurate for the 100% run, considering you have to redo, like, Chapters 3, Chapters 5, and go to the archives, which can't be timed. The archives itself can't. Sorry, you woke up a few times, Jolteon. Hopefully you're not too tired now.
Let's see if you're worthy to walk with angels.
But yeah, so I mean, people certainly could have done 100% runs, but if they did, they didn't post them onto speedrun.com, so no record of it. But yeah, see, we have to take the demon route for this one. And this means if we die, we're screwed. So we can't die. We're not allowed. Yeah, if I submit this run and it gets accepted,
Boris,
then yeah, it'll be a world record out of one person. Me.
we've done anything we can use to protect ourselves with.
Yeah, Pyro, that's the hope, not dying.
Guess we'll do.
You know, we'll see what happens, but yeah. Okay, while I'm in here, I'm actually gonna get this inner child achievement, so I don't have to do it later on when Ink Bendy is actually a risk. So we just gotta go through and squeak 25 different toys, or Bendy toys in particular. And this is just where the biggest concentration of them are. Come on. There we go, got it, okay. Now we're moving on.
Looks like to open this, we need to throw 2 levers at once. You get this one. I'll find the other.
Rah. I'm sorry, Jolteon. Okay, we got Boris going. Hopefully he's moving all the way down the stairs.
Alright, let's go over this again.
Got that audio log. We have 2 cans of soup on this desk here. Not allowed to die. That's tough. Let's go, Boris.
You're so interesting. So different.
I'm sure you'll get some room soon.
I'm an instant fan. Looks like you've got a date with an angel.
But yeah, for people who weren't here to hear me say this, the way that I currently understand it, in order to get 100%, I have to first beat the game, and then replay Chapter 3 all the way through, and then replay Chapter 5 halfway through. So I'm going to be using Chapter Select to get 3, 5, and the archives. My plan is to end on the archives, because it's like one quick little thing. And I would think that this should be judged, I guess, quote-unquote, based upon real time instead of in-game time. Just because, again, in-game time too inaccurate here.
Step out of your cage. There's a hole twisted.
Yeah, one of the achievements is to give him a bow, and you have to do that. You pick it up in the safe house after you unlock the door, but before you leave. And then he has it in his mouth all the way through up until, like, the ending cutscene. Or, like, the end of Chapter 3 cutscene. It is cute. Pyro, the any percent run, it records real time, but it's ranked based on in-game time. So, like, if you have a slower real time than someone, but a faster in-game time, you'll beat them. But if you look at the individual times, like the record just for Chapter 1, the record just for Chapter 2, that kind of thing, that's all based on real time, because they have the understanding that the in-game time just doesn't work for that category. So I'm hoping they'll extend the same sort of understanding to this category. Yay, cutscene.
Now we come to the question. Do I kill you? Do I tear you apart till my heart's delight?
It's okay, Jolteon, I forgive you.
Choices of the beautiful are unbearable. How's a girl to choose? Take this little freak, for instance. He crawled in here, trailing his tainted ink to my door. It could have touched me. It could have pulled me back.
So we have 17 so far. I think there are 6 achievements in Chapter 1, 9 achievements in Chapter 2, and like 19? No, 17? I think there are 17 in Chapter 3?
Fish in a bowl. First time I was born from its inky womb.
I think 17, yeah.
Wiggling, pulsing, shapeless slug.
So the hope is by the end of Chapter 3 here, we will have 31 achievements. No, 32. No, 30. I meant to take away 1 instead of add 1. Because we can't get the audio log achievement for this chapter until we replay it, and we can't get the Path of the Angel achievement until we replay it. Because one of the audio logs is in the Angel Path. So yeah.
I'll even let you ascend and leave.
And you only get... So again, there's that spot you have to pick between the Demon Path and the Angel Path. And each of them has an achievement, which only unlocks if you've taken that path and then completed the chapter. So that sucks.
My little errand boy.
You'll probably leave the stream when you get to the river. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, enjoy nature, spend time with your family, all that stuff. We'll have plenty of other opportunities to talk. Yeah, so in this area, when you're doing 100%, you have to make sure to get the can in that room where she's torturing the dude. You have to get the can to my left here, and the audio log to the left as well, because this is the only time that you can be in this area. It's like just for that little cutscene and this display in here. Just in case anyone's trying to get the achievements for themselves. How many achievements are there in total? I mean, you say how many are there, I assume you mean achievements. There are 60 in total.
There are so few rules to our world now. So little truths. But there is one rule we all know and respect down here. Beware the ink demon. Stayed out in the open for too long.
Yeah, Jolteon, I only plan on doing 1 run, but assuming this run goes fine, like this current one I'm doing, it'll probably last about 3 hours.
I enjoyed our date.
I mean, I'm hoping it won't last longer than 3 hours. My first run, my first attempt at 100% took me 3.5 hours, but I messed up quite a few times and had to redo things that I shouldn't have to redo.
Everything.
So hopefully this one will be smoother in that regard. That dude didn't die.
I wouldn't run so fast if I were you. You never know what will draw him in.
I'm down.
Ah, that should be plenty. Return them to me. And try not to die on the way back.
You got it, Alice. Yeah, so I'm also going to try the out of bounds again. They should be fine. I feel like I've gotten pretty consistent with them. However, if I do happen to fall, that is the end of the run. So it's not perfect. That guy took his time. Hey, Louie man, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the host. Alright, let's activate that. Head down. Okay, we got that one down. There are 2 more out of bounds in the run.
Have you seen them? The swollen ones. They're just stuffed full of extra thick ink. It makes me sick. And yet, it's the perfect thing for keeping myself together. If you're gonna catch them, you'll have to learn to move quietly. Come back to my door. I have something that you'll need.
Now hopefully these guys cooperate with me in getting the ink. And hopefully, okay, so you know there's the little dude, the Butcher Gang dude, that you also have to fight to get an ink glob. When I was doing this run just on my own yesterday, again, not recording or anything, he killed me so fast, because normally he's the dude with like kind of the wrecking ball head. He'll use that as an attack now and then, and it's slower, and so like you have some time to back away or heal a little bit even. He just hit me with a wrench like 3 times in rapid succession. It wrecked me. Absolutely. Okay. So P's dead. Finally, let me pick that up. See, he's not there. While I'm here, though, I will grab this. So we need 1 more. Sounded like he just appeared in here. Got it.
Makes my skin crawl. But the task is done. Bring me
Okay,
back
so I still need to get the soup cans and stuff up here, so I'm gonna run all the way down here anyway. There are 2 soup cans and 1 audio log. But I'm glad I got the ink already. And I tried pressing the elevator to get it to, like, come up while I was doing this. But it was still traveling, so it wouldn't, like, operate. And no worries, Dark Moon. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yeah, so we got the 2 soup cans. We got the audio log. Now I'm gonna go summon the elevator. And then we're gonna head out and do the second out of bounds. Or head back, rather. Yeah, see, I wish I could have triggered this and then gone and done that, but wasn't happening. Wasn't happening. Here we go for this out of bounds. Alright, we're good.
I'll make this simple. Look for valve pads.
And I'm glad that that worked out well against that little dude, that Butcher King guy, because he made me really nervous about
Please don't
potentially
make me regret
dying here.
staring you.
Because yeah, if we die before we get the ink hearts objective, that's the end of that run. Just because of how many achievements rely basically on not dying. Can I make it in, or is it gonna ding? Okay, I made it, cool. However, that was not the only time I died last time I did this. I also died against Ink Demon, you know, the Ink Demon in here, just as I was about to get other soup cans. Wow, you were speeding along, man. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're fine. Don't know why it took so long to pick that up, but we're fine. Just the middle one now. Alright, one to go. Down here. Which is unfortunately where Bendy spawned and killed me last time. So, I mean, you know, hopefully we won't get that again, but we'll see. Just want that ink can first. Or a soup can. Maybe the same thing. Oh, one of these is already done. And the other one was one away. That was helpful.
Quite the efficient little errand boy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Okay, so we got all the soup cans on this floor. We got our power cores. So we're getting out of here now. And in the end, we'll have to go through the stairwells and actually get all of the soup cans from there. Because there are quite a few in the stairs, but yeah. This is a plunger. I don't know why you're given a plunger for that particular objective, but that's what it is. Doesn't make sense to me, but that's what it is. So here's another part I'm a little concerned about, because the last 2 times that I've done this, Ink Demon appeared at the end, and just took a lot of time, basically. Alright, enjoy your food, Darkmoon. And yeah, we'll see what your friend thinks. Alright, sounds good. See you when I see you. Yeah, let me go through. So fingers crossed, everyone, that we don't run into Bendy, especially in the hallways. This is normally an objective where I would take an intentional death at the end in order to, like, death warp back near the elevator. But, again, in order to get the Tommy gun, we cannot take a death. Ever, basically. So we're just gonna have to run all the way back through. And I skipped this audio log at first, because when you're first going through that room, the ink slows you down, but it doesn't that second time for some reason, so I've been saving the audio log for that second time through. Now, hopefully we didn't miss any Bendy cutouts. Hopefully these down here will be the last ones. Like, a couple of them are in slightly different positions, depending on whether you're doing the demon route and the angel route. Or, rather.
Now that was fun.
Alright. So, it might have been better, honestly, had I actually tried to run, because he appeared behind me. But the last time I did this, he appeared on that right staircase. And so I would have had to run toward him, you know? So hopefully he won't stick around for too long. Hopefully he'll go through a wall at some point soon. I don't know. We're gonna try to be ballsy. This could really bite me. The issue with what I just did is if he catches me, I just threw away this run. Come on. Okay. Phew. Alright, so when I have to go back to do the second run, how does that affect my splits? I have a split for chapters 1 through 5, and then I have an Angel Path split, Forever Fight 2 split, and then the archives. Okay, so good news, we survived that Bendy ambush. We should hopefully be good for the rest of level K, you know, the floor we're on. Now. Because even if he appears in this room, I think I should be able to make it to a miracle station in time. Phew. Also, Morgan, I feel like you might want to refresh your page. I could be wrong, misreading things a little bit, but it seems like there might be a bit of a delay between you and me, like more so than usual. Oh, so do you need me to answer, like, the split question again? Let me do this fight first, because this is another place where I could just lose everything. Okay, heal a little bit. Okay, we're good. So, Mo, to answer your question, when I have to go back to do the second run, how does that affect my splits? I have splits chapters 1 through 5, and then I have Angel Path split, Forever Fight 2 split, and then the Archive split. So, hello, Etrotum. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, if you weren't here when I explained it, Mo, because I'm going to be assuming that things will be ranked on real time instead of in-game time, I'm actually not going to play through all of the game again. I'm going to use, after I beat the game in one run, basically, I am going to use Chapter Select to replay Chapter 3, and then replay half of Chapter 5. Okay, so we got the achievement, we got the Tommy gun. So, good. This is progress. Okay, refreshed. Welcome back. Now, to confirm, Morgan, did you hear my explanations that time? Just want to be sure. You want me to answer your question a third time? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm gonna wait to make sure that you're ready. I answered a second time, yes. Let me kill the projectionist and then I'll answer again. Okay. It probably was when you were refreshing, yeah. So, the second time I run... Well, so first I have splits for chapters 1 through 5, right? And then I have a split for the Angel Path specifically, a split for Forever Fight 2, and then a split for the Archives, which I have set as the end. Originally, I was going to play through the game almost entirely 2 times, but now that I'm assuming that this run would be based on real time instead of in-game time, I'm going to just use Chapter Select instead to immediately jump to Chapter 3, and then after that to immediately jump to Chapter 5. So skipping Chapters 1, 2, and 4. Like, initially, I was going to redo the entire game because Chapter Select does not affect your in-game time. And so I figured that that would be a problem for the run. But there are, like, the Archives already is, like, you can only access that through in-game, or through Chapter Select. So that already would not affect in-game time. And then having to quit in the middle of Chapter 5 after getting the Forever Fight Achievement Mark II. I just figured it's already, in-game time is already going to be inaccurate, and I think that real time is just a better bet overall. Yeah, so it has that, like, thicker white line between Chapter 4 and Archives right now. And that's kind of just to indicate that there is more there, but it only shows so many on the screen at a time. So as my splits move down, the list will grow, basically. Or will scroll down to. Okay, so now we're going... Normally we would go to 9 and just turn in the ink hearts and then we'd be done with the chapter. Now I'm going up to K, though, so I can take the stairwell and start getting all the soup cans that are in there. We'll also have to stop it on level P, because I need to turn in... Or I need to visit the Meatly. And if I miss something here, like, if I go all the way down and I don't get the soup achievement, I think I might... I felt like there was one right outside that floor on K. Oh, this might be what I was thinking of, actually. That lone soup can. Never mind. I'm going to assume I'm on the right track for soup cans right now. The Meatly, yeah. The creator of this game. He has an Easter egg in each of the chapters. Pretty sure the creator is like the Mood, or was it Mood? And Meatly. Something like that. Okay, that's all of them there. Okay, yeah, so we got the soup can achievement, go us. So now we're going to get Henry's audio log down here.
Only 2 weeks into the company, and already it's gotten interesting.
So yeah, basically once you complete some big objective in each of the chapters, there's a poster that you can go behind, like go through. It's just like a hidden wall kind of thing. And you see a little scene,
What the heck?
and you get an achievement. So that was the tea time achievement. There's one in each chapter, and then if you get all of them, you get an achievement for it too. Okay, but that should be everything in Chapter 3 here, like that we can do right now. Yeah, like I said, I was hoping to get 30. We have 29 right now, and we're going to get, like, Path of the Demon once we complete the chapter. So far, this is all going according to plan, which is great. Always a fan of that. Do you ever need ammo for the gun? No, you have to reload, but this gun doesn't require... It doesn't run out of ammo. You know, to the point where it would become like a useless weapon. However, it's only used... Like, it's never used beyond this point. You lose it once you get on the elevator.
It seems we've reached the end of my to-do list, my little errand boy. I hope you enjoyed our time together.
What is that glowing thing in the corner? That?
Return to the left.
That's an audio log, if that's what you meant.
It's time to go home.
Yeah, so I already got that audio log, so we're good there.
Have you ever wondered what heaven is like? I like to dream that it's quite beautiful. A soft valley of green grass, blanketed by a warm sun.
I can't get the audio log achievement until I go through the chapter again, because there's one in the angel route, like right in the angel path room. Was Susie talking? But you get most of the achievements out of the way if you do the demon path room, or demon path first, because that's the only way to get the Tommy gun, and that's the most efficient way to kill the projectionist, which is an achievement. And then you have to do the demon route at some point to get the demon, like Path of the Demon achievement. Look, he still has his bone. And Boris is still punching through his face, yeah. That's true. I like, 'cause he's trying to do his scared animation, but I think he's also trying to look at me. And I'm standing up here. It's been a while now since I've seen the normal version of this cutscene. Okay, see? The splits moved down, so now you can see the Chapter 5 split. And yeah, with that achievement, we now have 30 out of 60. So we're halfway through the game as far as achievements are concerned. Staring at his garage, that's right. Now, in this chapter, I think that I'm going to get the audio log achievement after the very first audio log that I get, and that's obviously not right. I don't know why it does that, but I'm going to be getting all the audio logs anyway, so I guess, like, take my word for it, or fact check, but yeah. The system I'm using, like, to be able to do this achievement run is not perfect, but I've done all that I think I can.
Definitely something missing here.
I believe there are 7 audio logs in total for this chapter. But it'll give me it just right here. Yeah, see? I don't know why it does that, but it's done that every time. As in, like, the last 2 times I tried a 100% run. So I have to run back because the door to the left here doesn't open until you open that other door down there. And here you get a soup can and the meat leaf.
What the heck is this?
He's barbecuing. You get an achievement for seeing him. Nothing in this immediate room. But 2 things we need in this next room. We need an audio log and we need a can of soup. So first we'll get these books out of the way.
So that's how it works.
So can of soup is here. Pick it up. Audio log here.
They told me I was perfect for the role. Absolutely perfect. Now Joey's going around.
And so what we have to do here is a little bit different. Normally we just get the gear from that, activate that, move across. However, this ink maker here also makes the radio. In each chapter, there's a hidden radio, and if you play it, you get an achievement, you know. So we have to do that. Oh my gosh, I didn't hit the lever. I was so busy explaining. You have to hit this lever here before it'll actually trigger the objective to go find
Get across
the way to
here
fix
if I
it.
can find a way to fix this.
So whoops, wasted a little time, but that's okay. I saved like 3 minutes on the last one, so whatever. And there's soup can here that you would like never find. But yeah, so you need to get the ink glob from this twice, basically. So I'm just gonna go and get that second glob now. I changed the wheel, so now it'll print me a radio. First, though, to try to be a little more efficient, I'm gonna send this on its way. There we go. So we got the radio achievement, we got this, we got the soup can from back there, so we're good to keep going. In this stairwell here, we're gonna have to go up while Alice Angel, you know, monologues at us. There's gonna be one soup can, and then in the room directly after that, there's a soup can, and then audio log and soup can after the vent. I don't know if you guys care at all about me saying where things are. Part of it is so that I remember, you know, so that I'm held accountable for it. It's interesting. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Hopefully it remains interesting.
I see you there, my little errand boy. Your angel is always watching. What is it that keeps you going?
So yeah, right up
Is
here,
it the thrill of the hunt?
the soup can.
The thirst for your freedom?
Now we're good for the rest of the stairs.
Or perhaps you're just looking for a little friendly wolf. Better hurry.
And then in here to the
errand
left,
boy.
there's that chest.
Boris is having trouble staying
Pick it up.
in one
Thank you.
piece.
Go over. Nothing in the vents. As usual, the vents is just boring. We have this one jump scare at the end of this little bit here, and then that's it. Doesn't Alice Angel still have horns? I think she does still have little horns, Alice Angel. I mean, I'm pretty sure even, like, Allison, the good one that you find, has horns. Maybe they're larger originally, but... As in her old art, the horns made her more adept? Oh, your point is... Okay, well, you said that in her original art. And so I was thinking you meant, like, concept art, and then they changed it and she no longer has horns. Yeah, I think that was kind of supposed to be the thing. You know, the supposed angel is actually not. Because they definitely have that thing going with demons and devilry and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, anyway, this audio log here. Gotta pull this switch in order to make progress. And then on the way back, there's a soup can hidden right here. Got it.
Such as the world has never seen.
Yeah, even in her artwork she does. That's very true. I don't know what she's like in the actual Bendy cartoons, because I don't think actual Bendy cartoons really existed. I'm sure there are some now, but yeah. That audio log, that can of soup there, I'll grab it on the way back.
This
But yeah,
photograph seems like the way
what
to
I
go.
mean is, I don't
Let's
know
go make
what
some
they
progress.
necessarily
Hang
intended
in there, Boris.
for Alice Angel
coming.
originally. Now hopefully I do this fast enough. No! We almost got it. We have to knock down all of them, all the bottles. So if we don't, we just have to restart. I hate this part. So close. I just haven't found a way to hit them that, like, guarantees, you know? Like, I think I found that it seems more likely to have the bottles fall if you hit one on the side, and then the top one will, like, fall into it. But obviously that's not always the case. So, like, I can pretty much guarantee passing the bottle game, but knocking all of them down, a lot harder. But we got the achievement, so we're moving on. We gotta get all of the targets now in order to get this achievement, which I do fail sometimes, but it's much easier for me than the bottle one. The issue is that the aiming can be a little bit finicky, and if you miss one shot, like, you only have enough bullets as there are targets. So if you miss one, you're not gonna get all of them. You know what I mean? So, pulling this switch now. Then we gotta do this game too. This one's easy at least. Got it.
Tell me, are you having fun?
So there's this soup can here, and then one in the corner here. And then there's one other soup can in this room down the first hallway you go.
Weapon, I don't stand a chance. There's gotta be a way around them.
Don't know if that actually distracted them. Not gonna pause to find out, but it's right there. It's on top of that thing. So I'll get it as I swing around.
That's two.
Okay, yeah. Come on. Thank you. So this time they're gonna chase me. The hope is just that I don't die, that I can get around them. Okay. Didn't die, cool. So we have all the soup cans in here. And now we're not doing the can strategy for Boris or for Bertram, because that would involve me quitting and reloading, and I think that that messes up the soup cans that you've collected. So we're just gonna fight them normally. But with Bertram, I have to do something different anyway, so it's okay. And Bertram, in his room, I believe there's one audio log, obviously, because you have to do that to trigger the fight. And I believe there are 4 soup cans. 2 kind of in the beginning area, and then 2 in the actual, like, boss room. So he's holding one there. There's also one on this box. Activate this to save a little bit of time. This one here. And then this one over here on the tongue. Or by the tongue. And that should be it for this room. So one thing that I need to do, normally, you know, the boss fight starts and you just go and you start killing him, right? I have to ride one of his arms first to get an achievement because I don't think you can do it if you've damaged him. So, last time I did this, like, on stream, that's where I messed up. I just got so, like, autopilot-y on this part that I just started fighting him.
Think you can just throw
And I can't do that. Otherwise, I have to restart the Bertram fight, which means that I have to restart the can thing, which means I have to restart chapter 4.
but I'm still here.
Give me my axe. Thank you. So now we're just gonna wait for this arm over here to attack, and then we're gonna jump in and ride it for a little. And we're gonna get out as quickly as possible, so it shouldn't move, and we should be able to hit 3 nubs. Okay, so we got the achievement. Nope, just 2. Dang it. Got a little hung up. I think you could get 3 if you're fast enough. Yeah, Pyro, I honestly like that I'm still here. I kind of quote it sometimes. Alright, so we got 1 arm down. Oh, hey, Dart. Wait, what did you miss? You missed what? I'm still here? I'm sorry, you did miss that, yeah. But hey, you're in time for a lot of other stuff. So that's pretty cool, I guess. If you couldn't tell, Dart, I'm trying a 100% run. You know, you'd be surprised how many people don't see that. Even when I have it, like, as the title. Ah! Ah! On it. He's on the other side, too. I don't think I'm gonna get this in time. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Got it. I just need one more. Just settle down one more time and I got you. Here we go. Okay, so Bertram's down. Welcome back, Dark Moon. Grabbing this, and then getting out. Do you not have work today, Dart? I'd assumed you would have. Okay, so we're gonna throw the switch and then go into maintenance. There we have 2 soup cans to get, and 1 audio log, and then another achievement. Oh, you're on lunches. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for stopping by. Definitely appreciate it. Gonna grab the soup can right away so we don't forget. Got it. And we'll get the switch here, then the audio log along the way. The next one. So here's where we get the little achievement. Come on. There we go. Took its sweet time to trigger, but here we go. And this can... So we're basically done. Basically done. We have the anime fight scene. Then we gotta go throw the 2 switches. Then we have to come back here to get the wheel. so that we can have the plunger during the Boris fight. We'll have one soup can in the haunted attraction, and then one in the Boris fight room. But to go back over audio logs, so we had the ink one at first. Again, there are 7, I believe, total. We had the ink one, we had the Susie one, we had a Wally one, Bertram, Joey, complaining dude. Yeah, 7. So yeah, back in here we go. Yeah, so this again is to get an ink wheel for the ink maker in the Boris fight. This will add plunger to the option, like to the list. The plunger isn't any weaker, it isn't any stronger, it's not any more durable, it's just a plunger. Like it's the same as a normal boss fight against Boris, but you get an achievement called Unlikely Victory? Maybe there's no N. But either way, that's all it's for. So you have to come back because normally that chest is locked. It's only unlocked after you pull the switch for the, haunted mansion to open up. Or haunted attraction, whatever you call that. So now, before we actually go on the ride, we have to make sure that we get this soup can in this room, because obviously enough, you can't go back from this point. So we'll come back here, grab the one hiding under here. Now we're good to go. Now there should just be one more soup can, and that should be in the Boris fight room itself.
And now, the ride truly begins, Henry. Come in and pretend it's all just a bad dream. It's a funny thing, how so much can fall apart so fast. We never really had control of the studio. Either you were in someone's pocket, or you were putting someone into yours. I just wanted what was promised to me. I just want it to be beautiful. Surely you can understand that. Henry, why are you here? We're all dying to find out. Do you just enjoy the terror of the
Cool, I'm in the, while this is going, I'm in the Discord for Bendy, and I'm confirming, like, my plan is to, beat the game normally, then do chapter select for 3 and 5. 2 people spoke up so far, and they're saying they do not oppose that. So it sounds like we are going to rank it based upon real time instead of in-game time, which is good, because in-game time is just too inaccurate, too arbitrary. Grabbing this now. Okay, we got the soup can achievement, so that's good. We got all the soup cans for chapter 4. So now we just have to beat Boris here. And that'll be the last. So we're gonna get an achievement once this fight starts for finding Boris, and then we'll get an unlikely victory achievement for beating him with the plunger. And then that'll be it for chapter 4.
Oh no, what has she done to you?
And then we have the stupid long cutscene for chapter 5, which we'll have to see twice this run. Once after we beat Boris here, and then, for chapter select.
New and improved Boris. I took what I wanted, and in return,
man. Thank you. He took forever on leaping there. I don't think I'm gonna make that in time. Nope. Okay. Jump again. Okay. So now we at least have everything. Hey Mifa, welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna hide back here. Pyro, if the stream is buffering a lot for you, first I try refreshing the page and seeing if that helps. And then you might go into the options on the stream and change it from low latency to normal latency. Because I think now on my stream the default is low, but that obviously can be more of a strain to some computers, so you might just want to make it normal again. And that'll just increase the delay between like the stream, what you see, and like real time. Hey, I mean, Mifa, I'm trying to do a little bit, you know? I've never routed anything before, and so expect it to be, like, awful. Yeah, please do make changes, and then I'll copy you, by all means. I just wanted something new to kind of aspire to. I didn't want to try to beat my old 90% record yet, so... wanted to see if we could beat, you know, 100% finally. But I am absolutely sure that things are inefficient. Because I'm still kind of just trying to... what am I saying? Trying to just do it. You show that it's possible and all that. You know, memorizing all the soup can locations and the audio logs and stuff. Yeah, so I used the out of bounds as normal, like just to deliver like the items again. I haven't used them for anything else. So, you know, the 2 from level K, after the gears and the bendy cutouts, and then the 1 from level 11. But nothing else. But yeah, just to show everyone so far, here we are, 43 out of 60 achievements. I mean, Mifa, do you have another thing in mind for the out of bounds?
I know that song.
Everyone knows that song. Who are you? Why are you here?
I was invited by an old friend. And now I can't leave.
Then you know more.
Yeah, I
than
just
we
can't
do.
think of too many ways it
One
could be
minute you don't
used,
even
because I feel like
exist.
you'd kind of have to go out of your way a
Just
little too much,
Thoughts.
you know?
And the next minute,
Because thankfully most of the
This
soup
place.
cans, you know, you have to go to those
Are you gonna
floors
let
at
me
some
out
point
of
in
here?
time anyway.
down here.
And then there's
strangers
just a matter of
find
like
good
going
things.
through the stairwell
How
to
can
get
we
all those
trust you?
cans.
We don't even know what you
But yeah,
are.
if you find
My
something, by all
name
means, let
is
me know.
Henry. I used to work here.
I honestly don't know my name. So, they call me Alice. But I'm no angel. You go back and rest.
Oh,
We'll talk again later.
I'm answering you in the Discord, but I could just talk to you about it here. So yeah, I've gotten achievements to work more or less. I had to use third-party software to actually delete the achievements for the game, because I'm just still using my same Steam account.
Just stay here.
And so,
Keep an eye
you
on
want to see if it's
Henry,
possible to
okay?
clip into either Meatly Room or Henry
I'll be
Log.
back as soon as I
Could you
can.
get out of those, though?
I promise.
After you clipped into it, could you get back out? Because that would obviously be a huge thing if you got stuck in there. But yeah, third-party software to delete the achievements, and then I finally found where my save file is actually located, and I deleted that, and then the soup cans were appearing for me again. Because that was the issue initially, is that the soup cans weren't appearing. Now, there are still some weird things that have been happening. Like, just a couple things, but they seem somewhat consistent so
Sorry,
far.
it's all we
Like, in
have.
Chapter 4, you know, the first audio log you can get is like that ink person screaming kind of thing, right? As soon as I grab that, it actually gives me the achievement for collecting all the audio logs in Chapter 4, which obviously is not the case. I think there are 7 in total. Well, there's another thing, Mifa. What I've found so far, and I could be wrong, feel free to, like, test this, but what I've found is that if you quit and reload, it'll
I know
not
you're
count the
watching.
progress you've made on the soup cans.
It's just a little creepy.
When I did
You're the
the
one
very
that
first
writes
time I
on the
streamed this,
walls.
because this is the second time I've streamed
We all
100%.
do.
The first time I streamed it,
For some portions down here.
I
It's the
quit and
only way they
reload
can be
during
heard.
Chapter 4,
But you
you
don't
know,
want
Bertram
to touch
fight,
the ink for too long.
and it didn't give me the
can
soup can
claim
achievement in
you.
the end, but I'm pretty sure I got all of the cans.
That's how I met
So I
Tom.
think that if you quit and
I was
reload,
messing with things I
it
shouldn't
just
have been, and
doesn't
he-
count it. I feel like the audio logs remember,
Why
but the
do you
soup
call
cans
him
forget.
Tom?
He just seems to respond to it.
So I've never quit and reloaded
I don't
during
think
any of
he's
this
very
run yet.
fond of me.
Let me show you something. A while back,
Another
I
thing,
was
Mifa,
mapping out
if you
one
can
of the
figure out
upper
how
levels
to get,
when I noticed
you know, the
something
angel and
reflecting off a
demon
piece of
path in the
glass.
same Chapter 3
I held
attempt,
up the glass, looked
somehow,
through,
if you could
and
figure
found
that
that
out, that would be
behind me was a
amazing.
hidden message.
And then in
right
Chapter
there,
5, if you could
in
figure
plain
out
sight.
if it would be possible to get
So I
both
kept looking,
gold bricking and
and found
aggression
more and more
in the same
messages
attempt, that would be
everywhere in
great.
the studio.
Because then you wouldn't have to
But you
use Chapter
can't
Select to
see them
redo
with your
Chapters 3 and
eyes.
5,
Only through this.
as you know you would right now.
Take a look. I don't know who's leaving them, but I think they know how to get out of here.
Where does it all lead to?
Nowhere. I followed them for
But,
a
you know,
long
if
time.
you're
Just
gonna
leads me
clip
in
into either the
circles.
Meatly's room or
I don't think I meant to leave this
Henry's
place,
room,
Henry. But
you know, you could potentially get the soup can
You
achievement
are.
first and then do that, and then
Alice.
you could quit out and reload.
Please let me out of here.
Tom thinks you're dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think
And
you
what
can.
do
I
you
tried
think?
yesterday to get both gold bricking and aggression. Because it seems
think
like after gold bricking, the fight loops, like it
the hope
restarts,
I've
right?
been
So I was
waiting
hoping that I could, but it didn't
Notice
count
that.
for me. I got
Maybe
gold
tomorrow
bricking, and then
I'll
I got the
better.
achievement for beating, you know, all those dudes. But not aggression.
That was really stupid, Tom. You shouldn't have gone out there. Now that he's seen you, it's only a matter of time before he finds us here.
Hi. Yeah, like, no pressure. I don't think it can be done, but if you find a way, that would be awesome. That would save like half an hour, you know?
What's going on?
He's coming.
I mean, you know,
Have to
that's a
move
bit
on.
of an exaggeration. However long it takes you to beat Chapter 3, though, it'll save you an entire chapter. I honestly don't remember how long it takes me to do Chapter 3. I know it's the longest one, but I just don't remember the total. Spoon. So before leaving, have to actually get these soup cans. There's 4 of them in this area. And then everything's pretty normal through the forever fight. Yeah, good luck with the test, Mifa. Let me know if you find anything interesting. Yeah, the stupid thing about the angel and the demon achievements is, yeah, you have to pick one of the rooms so early on, and then you have to finish the chapter in order to unlock the achievement. And so it basically is making you do, you know, the entire chapter over again. Which maybe was the intention, I don't know. But they offer such little variety, like it hardly changes the chapter. So, I'm not a huge fan of that part. So my thinking here, going into this now, if I have to do one of the Forever Fight achievements, you know, now, and then do it later with Chapter Select, I think it would be better to do Aggression now, because that's faster, like it gets you moving on again with the story more quickly. And if we come back and do Gold Bricking later, we can just quit out as soon as we get that achievement, and then do Archives. So I think it essentially would skip one Forever Fight. Because again, if it kind of restarts after you get Gold Bricking, then that kind of counts as 2 fights before you can move on with the story. I think my logic is sound there. So yeah, I'm gonna do Aggression this time. Yeah. Oh, you know what I just realized? My tags for this stream, it's still any %. Hey, Pyro. Hey, Pyro, are you there? I think you have permission to edit my stuff. Can you add 100% to my tags? Or like completionist or some sort of tag there? Thank you, Mo. I will be aggressive, BB aggressive. Yeah, if you can figure out how to do that, Pyro, that'd be cool. But if you can't, no huge deal. Hey, Patrick. It's going fine, thanks. How are you? You know what? Screw it. I'm scared that I'm gonna jump over the gate, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do the safer one. Because again, I can't quit and reload, otherwise it'll get rid of my can progress. So we'll just take slightly longer with Sammy here. Well, glad to have you here. Hopefully this run goes well. We've still got a fair bit to do. Like, I know we're at halfway through Chapter 5 at this point, basically. But then we have to redo Chapter 3 and then redo Chapter 5 until, like, 5 minutes after this point. Then we'll be done, basically. So beat the game, redo all of Chapter 3, redo basically up to this point of Chapter 5. If the rest of this chapter goes well, I'm still concerned about the valued employee achievement. Because I think I've almost got it down, but not quite, you know? So there's like one part in particular I'm not sure about.
Was that him?
I don't think so. The Searchers and the Lost Ones built this place. Sammy must have been keeping them at bay, now that he's gone. Looks like we're in for a fight. Get ready. Watch out! Here they come! Go back to your tunnels!
So I think for aggression you have to kill the most of these things, like most of the enemies, and not die. So I'm gonna try not to die. Like if I start getting weak, I'm just gonna kite them for a minute kind of thing. That's at least the hope. Hopefully nothing terrible happens, throws all that off.
Get away from me! You can do this. Keep fighting.
Ooh, let's bugger out for a moment. Oh jeez, I hate these dudes. I hate these dudes so much. Their damage and durability is insane. Yeah, just the dudes with the hard hats. I hate them. What was hitting me? Didn't even see anything nearby.
I've never seen this many before. Get away from me! We can do this. Keep fighting.
Here's to hoping I get aggression, though, in the end of this, because if I don't, that's going to cause some problems. Just back out for a moment. Let's see. Come on, aggression.
I think that's all of
Okay,
them,
cool, we got it.
but you never know where.
Yeah,
they'll
there's an
fall
aggression
out
achievement,
next.
which I just got, and then there's a
Probably
basically a
best if we
lazy
stay
achievement.
together
It's
from
called
now on.
gold bricking, and you just let these two take care of it
Think
all.
you can lead the way?
Like, that's what that achievement is. I don't know, Patrick. I don't have any plans to speedrun other games in the future. But, like, I also wasn't planning to speedrun this. You know what I mean? It just kind of happened.
Now that's interesting.
Oh, so yeah, Morgan, I hope that answered your question. There is an achievement for letting them do all the fighting. That's the gold bricking one. And the issue is that you can't seem to do them both at the same time. So that's why you have to redo part of this chapter. Whew, okay, wish me luck here. Gonna try for valued employee, where you have to get all 3 pipes made without ever getting caught by these guys. There are 3 of them patrolling the hallways. So we're gonna wait for this other dude to pass by, and then we're gonna book it. Then do it, Patrick. Best of luck to you. Yeah, whatever's fun for you, do it. Okay. So now we're booking it out of here. We got our first ink glob. That might be close, but we should be able to make it. Okay, so we made the first one. I already turned this, right? I did, okay. So I'll admit, I haven't tried not hiding when Ink Demon appears here. But it seems to have always worked out when I do hide, because by the time I get out, the Butcher Gang member who I use as my tracker, basically, he's passing in front, so it works out for me. That one, that's the one I use as my tracker. Am I still getting hate on my Super Mario 64 playthrough? No idea. If I do, I haven't been reading the comments. So this second time, I think you push it, and you try to go down to this room in here. So duck in here really quickly. And again, I'm like trying to look through that crack on the right, but I'm also just trying to avoid the flashing lights because it's annoying to me. And I don't want people who watch this to have issues. So yeah, he passes by, and then we wait for the other dude to pass by, the one I pointed out as my tracker. I don't know their names. I've been told, but I keep forgetting. I want to say Edgar, because that seems to fit, but I feel like that's another one. Maybe it's Piper. Maybe this one's Piper. Once he passes, though, it's the same deal. We grab the ink and we head all the way down. It's this third one that I'm not sure about. I don't know if I should run all the way down to the same room or not. I think that's what I'm going to try, though, running down to that same room that I just used. So, switch this once. And then I'll switch this for future me. Again, there are 3 of them patrolling. 2 of them are going in one direction, 1 of them is going the other. If it all goes according to plan, we should never run it. We should never even see that third. Okay, so there's the first dude. And then my tracker, he should be following behind shortly afterward. And then we're going to try to book it again for that last room before the ink. And hopefully it'll be okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, give me that valued employee first try. Please. Just watching through that crack on the right again, because that's where they'll turn down the hallway, and at that point I would be safe. We have to wait for both of them to pass by, both the Wrecking Ball head and the tracker. My target. I think my target will pass by first, because he's faster than the other dude. Nope. Just afterward? Just afterward, okay. Works for me. Hopefully this was good enough. Alright, good news. We successfully did valued employee first try. Just gonna go turn in these pipes, open the door, but not go through just yet. Because I think we have to do this to trigger valued employee first, open it. Yeah, so we got that. We got pipes and problems, which is, you'll get pipes and problems every time. And now we just have to run through and get the audio logs and the soup cans. Yeah, without them seeing you at all. Do you hear that sound? The dun? That's when you know that they spotted you. And they chase you and they try to kill you. All that fun stuff. You know how they are. But now that I've gotten valued employee, it's okay if they see me. So I'm gonna run through, I'm gonna get the soup cans, I'm gonna get the audio logs. I'm going to visit the Meatly, and then we're gonna continue making progress. Okay, so we got all the soup cans there. Boris was this way, I believe.
this?
Okay, so we got the Meatly and we got Grand Puppeteer. Grand Puppeteer is for getting the Meatly in every chapter. So we did it, yay! I think it would have been a little faster to have gone through that door, because you'd exit there, but oh well. Outlast vibes from this game? That's fair. There are some of those. More Bioshock if you've ever seen or played that game. But Outlast is fair. Thank you, Mo. So I got that one. I got the 4 from in there. So we should be good to continue on now. Like, I think the last audio log is the Bendy one that you need to get. So we're gonna grab this, start the cutscene.
Like whatever was here was
Then in this
taken
box
long
we have the
ago.
radio.
How did you get down here?
Okay,
So there.
Mario, though.
We got toe tapping for this radio, and gold record for getting all the radios in all the chapters.
But it's not gonna be pleasant.
So right now, looking at this, we have 54 out of 60 achievements.
I'm going
Yay,
after it.
us.
You want to go to his lair? Are you crazy? That's death.
That's where the trail seems to lead.
Well, it's probably close by.
Probably through that door.
Probably through that door. But it won't be easy to open. I'll need
Oh, by the way,
gears,
look.
a crowbar.
If you use this, Boris has the bone that you gave him in Chapter 3. Or Tom does, rather.
Well, that works too.
I only noticed that yesterday during the Forever fight when I was trying it on my own. Found it interesting.
Quiet. Don't make any noise. Wow. I've never seen this before. I don't see any way around. Nothing to build a raft with.
We'll have to wade across.
We can't. We're not like you, Henry. If we go in there, well, a drop of water in the ocean is rarely seen again.
And I guess it's all up to me.
Focus, Henry. Focus on her
I don't
face.
even know
Thank
what
you.
I'm doing here. I don't even know why this is all happening to me.
You're here for a reason, Henry. There's always a reason. Even when you can't understand it. It's time.
Ah! Sorry.
Set us
Kind of tugged the
free.
mic. Hopefully we're all good.
They could have at least given me a weapon.
I might want to increase the size of my live split. No one has seemed to care too much about seeing the times. But if people particularly do, I could try to make it bigger. It would just obviously cover more of the game. So, you know, whatever people's preferences are.
It's simply awe-inspiring what one can accomplish with their own hands. A lump of clay can turn to meaning if you strangle it with enough enthusiasm. Look what we've built. We created life itself, Henry. Not just on a silver screen, but in the hearts of those we entertain with our fancy moving pictures. But when the tickets stop selling,
Oh, okay.
when the next big
I did get that. I missed getting this achievement. I didn't see that I got it. So I got nervous. But I'm glad I did.
But you can save them, Henry. You can
Alright, no
heal
worries,
them.
Pyro. Thanks for watching up to this
You
point.
see, there's only one thing Bendy has never known. He was there for his beginning, but he's never seen the end.
The end.
There, look. I made live split bigger for you. So now we just have to have him run into the pipes, and then, you know, go through all the ending cutscene stuff, walk through Joey's apartment, talk to Joey, and then we could end the split for Chapter 5, and then we have to wait until we can leave the credits as soon as possible, and then go to Chapter Select, redo all of Chapter 3, and then go back to Chapter Select, do half of Chapter 5, and then jump to the archives, and then we'll be done. So we've still got a fair bit of stuff left to do. No, I mean, if people wanted the live split thing bigger, I'm not opposed to making it bigger by any means. I just figured most people wouldn't care that much, and that they could see it if they really wanted to, and that they'd be more interested in seeing the game. But yeah, I could certainly be wrong. It is weird at this point to not be done with the game, though. You know, normally this is where it's just like the hype of seeing what time I'm getting. But nope, it's not quite close to being over. Hey, can I just point out again, though, that I did Valued Employee first try? That's pretty cool.
Henry, so soon. I didn't expect you for another hour yet. Now you're just trying to impress me. But I know. You have questions. You always do.
Oh, I do use OBS, and I could certainly do things like that. I would have to make a background, and the game would definitely be smaller.
I thought I knew who I was. But the success
I did that sort of thing with my Pokemon Red live streams when I'm speedrunning that. Welcome back, you Trottem. Hopefully you enjoy your food.
Two different roads of our own making. You, a lovely family. Me, a crooked empire. And my road burned. I let our creations become my life. The truth is, you were always so good at pushing, old friend. Pushing me to do the right thing.
Is he gonna puke? Not in this cutscene, but maybe immediately after. Like, we don't know. I can't confirm. Can't confirm or deny either way.
The old workshop. There's something I need to show.
Alright, so I'm gonna make this split once it goes dark, you know, as I normally would for like an 80%. Then we have to go through the credits, which I don't have as its own split.
Alright, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you
Are you heading out? Alright, bye, Patrick. Thanks for stopping by. He was just old and sad. Right, so to my knowledge, you can't skip this first bit of credits at all. But then, you know, has a little scene where he zooms in on the picture and she's all, "Tell me more, Uncle," or "Tell me another story, Uncle Joey," or something like that. Tell me another one? She says something. I stopped paying attention at this point. Then it goes into a second credit segment, and we can skip fairly early on during that. So I'll just have to be like spamming escape. Or clicking, I don't remember. Either way, once that's done, chapter select, immediately going into chapter 3, beating all of that again, except the angel path this time, which at least should be easier than the demon path. I think Ink Demon, you know, Bendy himself, I think he appears more when you take the demon path, which makes sense enough. But yeah, gotta do all that again. It's okay if we die, so we can do like the death warp. And then after that's done, once we get the Path of the Angel achievement, or whatever it's called, then we do Chapter 5. Forever Fight Mark II.
Tell me another one, Uncle Joey.
click in. Okay, cool, that counted. So we're gonna do select chapter, chapter 3. So yeah, we don't have to get any cans this time. We only have to get one audio log, and that's the one that's in the angel path. We don't have to do... Aside from that audio log, we don't have to do anything else. Anything different. You wish you could punch people in this game? You like punching stuff? Well, that's fair. You can hit Boris. You know, when he's following you around in this chapter. But yeah, that's about it. Let's go. That's right, Morgan. Let's go. We are getting closer to the end of this run. We're getting closer. Still a while to go, because chapter 3 is stupid and long. But we're getting closer.
The door, but the lever's missing. Boris probably has it. Hey, buddy, you seen that lever handle around? Or are you holding it hostage until I make you something to eat? I thought so. Let's see what we got. That should be enough. Here you go. See what's up there. Don't wander off.
Come on, Boris, hurry up. Hurry up, Boris.
Looks like it's really dark up ahead. Let's find some light. Don't be scared, Boris. Let's keep the light near you so you don't get lost.
You lead the way. I'll follow along behind. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Keep going.
Did you hear that? Yeah, me either. Another dead end. I don't see any other way through. You got any ideas, Boris?
Yeah, so we're missing 5 achievements. One of those will be the audio log for this chapter, and then the audio log for all the chapters, and then Path of the Angel. So that'll be 3, bringing us up to 58. And then we have gold bricking. What's the last one I'm missing, actually? Path of the Angel, 2 for the audio logs, gold bricking, that's 4.
Wow.
That would only bring us up to 59.
Why is there always something blocking the door? Gotta be a way through.
Oh, and then the archives one. Okay, we're on track. Thank goodness for that. That would have sucked if I'd forgotten something. See, I don't have to do anything with that anymore, the little ink delay. Yep, just gotta wait through this again. I have no idea what the song is actually saying.
I see you there. A new fly in my endless.
Yep. Hurry up and let us go.
Let's see if you're worthy to walk with angels.
So Angel Path this time. And grab the audio log in here. Ah, see, 2 achievements. There we go. But, you know, unfortunately, we have to beat the entire chapter here because we need to get Path of the Angel. Which you only get if you take the Angel Path there, and then you beat the chapter.
Boris. Oh, you
See, and it's
scared
like,
me to death.
why does that happen? Does
I
Boris
suppose you
do
have
that?
anything we can
Does
use
the
to
ink,
protect
like,
ourselves with.
does the little cutout itself do it? Is it alive? I don't know. This game doesn't really explain that.
Looks like to open this, we're gonna need to throw 2 levers at once. You get this one. I'll find the other.
Like, I don't think Boris would do something like that, you know? I just don't see it. He doesn't seem like that kind of character. Got the switch. So, usually this is the case, you know, I'd go down to the elevator here, I would jump on, I'd quit reload, and then when I reloaded, I'd be on the elevator and Boris would be too. But because we're doing chapter select, it doesn't actually save your progress, and so I'm not going to do that. Because that would just, I'd have to redo all of chapter 3 again. Not that we've been doing it for too long, it's only been 8 minutes-ish, but still. I'd much rather let him walk for another, like, 7 seconds or whatever than redo that.
Come to me now. Level 9. Just follow the screen.
So yeah, I'm still only going to try to get 1 death here, and that's the death after the Bendy cutouts, because it's, again, faster to get back to the elevator. But I'm not relying on not dying. Like, before, if I died, I wouldn't be able to get the Tommy gun, which basically means I wouldn't be able to get the Blazing Metal achievement, which, you know, you actually need the Tommy gun for that. And the Projectionist, to kill him, it would be a lot harder. So dying was very bad there. Oh, and front lines against the Butcher Gang fight. I don't know if you're allowed to die during that fight if you want to get that achievement. Because I think the achievement description is like survive against the Butcher Gang or something like that. I don't know if that's just kind of flavorful or what, but yeah. Let's go, Boris. So yeah, this time we don't need to get the cannon here, we don't need to get the audio log, we don't need to get the cannon in the next room. We're good. But in case you brought into this yourself, audio log on the desk to the right there, can by the box to the right, you can see it on screen barely, and then a can in the corner in here. The more you know. See, right here, it's kind of hidden.
Now we come to the question. Do I kill you? Do I tear you apart to my heart's delight? The choices of the beautiful are unbearable. How's a girl to choose?
Take this little freak, for instance. He crawled in here, trailing his tainted ink to my door. It could have touched me. It could have pulled me back.
Do you know what it's like? Living in the dark puddles?
It's a buzzing, screaming well of voices.
Bits of your mind swimming like fish in a bowl.
The first time I was born from its inky womb, I was a wiggling, pulsing, shapeless slug. The second time, well,
It made me an angel. I will not let the demon touch me again. I'm so close now. So almost perfect.
yes, I will spare you. For now. Better yet, I'll even let you ascend and leave this place. If you will do a few easy, weensy little
The more you know. That's fair. Alright,
Return to the
cutscene's
ledge,
over.
my little errand.
And I'm back.
We have work to do.
Now we're actually back to playing the game. So first to collect these gears.
My machines are hungry. Gather me some spare parts.
And again, we'll out of bounds our way back down.
There are so few rules to our world now. So little truths. But there is one rule we all know and respect down here. Beware the ink demon. Stay out in the open for too long and he will find you. For if you see him, you'd better hide. If you don't, I enjoy it.
I'll scrap that on my way back.
Now, let us begin our work. Have you met him? The ink demon. They say he hears everything. Every creak of the floor. Every rustle of paper. I wouldn't run so fast if I were you. You never know what will draw him in.
One down.
That's 2, Henry? And we know where the third one is, just gotta grab it on our way down the stairs here.
Ah, that should be plenty. Return them to me. And try not to die on the way back.
You got it, boss. So we'll trigger the elevator, jump into that little miracle station. Out of bounds our way down, hopefully without messing up. Like, I feel I'm pretty consistent about it now, but you never know. One slip and you fall into the abyss.
The swollen ones. They're just stuffed full of extra thick ink. It makes me sick. And yet, it's the perfect thing
Hi,
for
Boris.
keeping myself together.
Hello.
If you're gonna catch them, you'll have to learn to move quietly. Come back to my door. I have something that you'll need.
Alright, level 11, here we go. Once again, hopefully these guys cooperate with us. Stay open, stay open, stay open. Nah, it never stays open. I'm always hopeful that it will. You know, that that'll be the time, but it, like, never is. Okay, I'm gonna go this way first. Wait. So he's in here. Okay, so that's 2 globs. And the elevator just left. Which way you facing, man? Got it, cool.
Skin crawl. But the task is done. Bring me back my equipment.
So we got all the swollen ink. Let's activate the elevator, get that coming up here. Then we'll do our second out of bounds. Okay, so I did kill the globby goo. Cool. $57 out of 60 achievements. I just like how that looks. We're getting there. Made that one. Good.
I'll make this simple. Look for
And now we get a
power
plunger
towers.
here for some
Turn
reason.
the little wheel.
I don't get it, but
Then
yeah.
bring me their power cores. Please don't make me regret sparing you. I can always change my mind.
So yeah, level P. In the meantime, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. I like that time he held the elevator. That's always nice. He's much more likely to do it when going up to level P. I think just because I think Alice doesn't talk as much. But either way, it's still nice. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. And we should heal up on our way here, so shouldn't be a threat. Guilty Gear, nice. That's the fighting game, right? If I'm remembering correctly. I swear it wasn't open at first. Maybe it was. Either way, we have all the power cores now. Good to get out of here. And no out of bounds here, so we'll just wait for the elevator, hop on board, and head down. So now, we get to get our axe, open the door, which has the other axe, go and take out all the cutouts, death warp back closer to the elevator, have the Butcher Gang fight, do the ink hearts, get out of here. Which obviously will take a little more time than it might sound, but those are the objectives.
See those grinning demons? Let's remove them, shall we? I've got just the tool to make this even more enjoyable.
So again, before taking the elevator, you want to go and open up that side door over here so that you can have access to the axe afterward. So here's still to hoping that, you know, Bendy won't appear on our way there, But once we kill all the cutouts, I certainly wouldn't mind him appearing. It would be, you know, a quick, kind of guaranteed death. You know, an easier way to get back to the elevator. So, if he wants to appear at that point, by all means. Just not on our way. Now, once again, here's to hoping I didn't miss any cutouts, because that would be awkward and complicate some things a little bit. It wouldn't be like end of the run or anything. Well, depending on what time you're shooting for, I guess. But I'd have to run back through. Find it if I did miss one. Okay, we got them all. That's good. And again, the reason that we can die there, but not the last time we did Chapter 3, is one of the requirements for getting the Tommy gun is you can't die. But now we're not trying to get the Tommy gun, so that doesn't matter. Waiting for the elevator, then gonna do our last out of bounds for this chapter. So now we go as quickly as we can back to this little closet over here, grab the axe, and hope that hitboxes are kind to us. Okay, fight done. So now it's time to go down and get the ink hearts.
I like the silence. Don't you?
But first, you know, we have to go back up here so she talks to us.
I can't leave work unfinished. Fortunately, I have you to pick up the pieces.
And yeah, for this split in particular, I'm going to wait until Angel Path Achievement pops up on the screen. Same thing with Forever Fight 2 and with Archives. Those splits are all going to be when the achievement pops up. And so the Archives one will be the last one. As soon as I make that split, run is over and the time is set.
A little firepower. Take good care of it. It belonged to someone very special. I forgot. It's a little hard to get a hold of. Oh well. Better luck next time.
Just confirming, yeah, we're 3 achievements away right now, so that's Path of the Angel, or again, whatever that one's called, I don't know. Gold Bricking in Chapter 5, and then Stand Proudly, or whatever the Archives one is.
There he is. The projectionist. Skulking.
Oh no, I don't think that's what it's called at all. I think that was just part of the description, is like, stand proudly where you belong or something.
Just bring me back the pieces.
Doesn't ultimately matter. And he saw me fast.
Bring them to me now.
Glad I found them all then. And then he's close enough by that point, I could use him for what I think is a faster way out. Like, I think it's faster at that point, as long as you're not having to, like, chase him to have him kill you. To then appear here and just run out. And simply going back up to level 9, turning the ink cards into Alice, waiting for her to open the elevator for us, and then being done with the chapter. Once I make this split, so like once I get the achievement for the angel path, I'm just going to be trying to quit, you know, to the main menu as quickly as possible, so I can immediately jump into chapter 5 through chapter select. Because we don't have to do anything in chapter 4.
It seems we've reached the end of my to-do list, my little errand boy. I hope you enjoyed our time together. I'll always treasure it. Return to the lift. It's time to go home.
Have you ever wondered what heaven is like? I like to dream that it's quite beautiful.
Let me get
A
a...
soft valley of green grass.
There we go.
blanketed
Should be good
by
here.
a warm
Hey Boris,
sun.
how you doing?
I don't think I'll ever get to see it. Are you ready to ascend, my little errand boy? The heavens are waiting.
You know, I'm kind of glad actually this time that we're going to have the chapter 5 cutscene coming up, because I have to use the bathroom. Thankfully, I have like 5 minutes in which to do that.
Do you really think I let you steal from me? You really think I just let you go?
After I fall and after like Alice yanks Boris away, I should get the achievement.
I know why.
So like once the screen's dark and everything.
Will not stop what needs to be done. Now come down.
I think it kind of counts as like the end of chapter achievement, so it waits until like chapter 3 is officially over. So I'm not at all surprised it hasn't shown up yet. I don't think it would. I think it shows up once it goes dark after that cutscene at the end of this chapter.
Don't you get it? Give him to me. Yes. I'll take him.
Hey Boris, how you doing? There it is. Path of the Angel. Okay, so now that... Oh, right, I need to leave first.
All right, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what we
So
wanted
just
to
hit an
see.
escape so that I can back out of this. So now we're going to do select chapter, chapter 5. And now, while the cutscene's going, I'm going to go use the bathroom, so I'll be back in a couple minutes, I guess.
I know that song.
Everyone knows that song. Who are you? Why are you here?
I was invited by an old friend. And now I can't leave.
Then you know more than we do. 1 minute, we don't even exist. Just thoughts. And the next minute, this place.
Are you gonna let me out of here?
Down here, strangers aren't good things. How can we trust you? We don't even know what you are.
My name is Henry. I used to work here.
I honestly don't know my name. So, they call me Alice. But I'm no angel. You go back and rest. We'll talk again later. It's only for a few hours. No need to worry. I won't go far. Only up to level 6. Just stay here. Keep an eye on Henry, okay? I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise.
Oh, hello, friends. I'm back. Hope you guys are enjoying the cutscene so far.
Henry? Here. You must be hungry.
Oh man, there's still so much.
Sorry. It's all we have. I know you're watching me. It's just a little creepy.
You're the one that writes on the walls.
We all do. For some poor souls down here, it's the only way they can be heard. But you don't want to touch the ink for too long. It can claim you. Pull you back. That's how I met Tom. I was messing with things I shouldn't have been, and
So we're getting closer.
he was there.
We're getting closer.
Why do you call him
Checking
Tom?
this, so you can see 58
seems
out
to
of
respond
60
to it.
achievements.
Well, I don't think he's very fond of
We're gonna
me.
get the gold bricking one.
Let me show you something.
I'm gonna quit out as soon as I do.
A while back,
Then we're gonna jump in
I was
archives,
mapping
and
out
then that'll
one
be
of
it.
the upper levels.
So, you know, we have the
when
rest
I
of this
noticed something
cutscene, we have the
reflecting off a
boat
piece of
segment,
glass.
and then we have to
I held
wait
up the glass,
several
looked
minutes for
through,
Alice and Tom
and
to
on the
fight
wall
them
behind
enough.
me was a hidden message
So that's basically gonna be
right
another
there,
cutscene all
in
its
plain
own.
sight. So I kept looking.
But then it'll
and
be
found
basically
more
over.
and more messages everywhere in the studio. But you can't see them with your eyes. Only through this. Take a look. I don't know who's leaving them, but I think they know how to
She
get
will
out of
leave you
here.
for dead.
Where does it all lead to?
Period.
Nowhere.
It's kind of fun, actually, that they included a
I
period.
followed them for a
Normally,
long
if you're
time.
writing on the walls,
Just
I
leads
feel
me
like
in
you just kind of
circles.
forgo punctuation, but
I don't think I meant to leave.
whoever
this
wrote
place,
that,
Henry.
nah, they were good with that
Maybe.
particular sentence.
You are.
Alice, please let me out of here.
I'm so old and sad.
Tom thinks you're dangerous.
And what do you think?
I think you're the hope I've been waiting for. Go to sleep. Maybe tomorrow will be better.
It was really stupid, Tom.
That was really stupid, Tom. You shouldn't have gone out there. Now that he's seen you, it's only a matter of time before he finds us here.
Hey, Alice. All right. Here we go. Cutscene's about to end.
We can't
Then
just
we
leave
can
him.
play.
Not with the ink demon right
I mean, we
outside
can
the door.
quote-unquote play.
What's going on?
The boat
He's
part
coming.
is hardly
We have to
playing.
move on.
And then especially with gold bricking, that's not really playing.
Tom, we have to let him out.
But oh well, we do what we have to do here. Why would she be like that, though? She's like, I think you're the hope I've been waiting for, and then she just gives up on me so easily here. Alright, here we go. Boat segment started. So the good news is, though, you know, again, I want to say it was just 2 days ago, I streamed my very first attempt at a 100% run, before I knew about a number of hiccups and things like that. Like how quitting and reloading would reset your soup can progress. You know, I didn't know about that before. So I had to redo Chapter 4, like, I had to do Chapter 4 2.5 times, I think. I had to do Chapter 3 twice, which, you know, you still do. And I think I had to do the Forever Fight 3 times, or I did it 3 times, I believe. Basically, though, a lot of things happened, and my final time there was 3.5 hours. I want to say 3:33 or 3:36, something like that. And so, it looks like we're going to be beating this around an hour faster. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now, I don't know exactly how around the hour, because I don't know how long it's going to take Alice and Tom to get me the gold-breaking achievement. But I guess we'll find out with, you know, this split. First, we have to do the Sammy fight. But I'll try to keep in mind, like, what the timer's actually at when the Forever fight itself starts, and then see when I get the achievement. Or if nothing else, I could just look over the footage afterward. But here we are, no more ink jamming up the paddle wheel. We're just gonna roll on in. I'm gonna fight Sammy on the barrel again. I don't want to risk falling over the fence and losing this entire run. I mean, it would just, I'd have to redo Chapter 5 again. Or actually, I guess it would start me here. Like, I'm not relying on soup cans. Oh, no, it wouldn't, because autosave isn't a thing in Chapter Select. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go back, stand on the barrel. Because I think the fence is, like, the gate there, standing there, is only a little faster. So come chase me. Come chase me. Also, when I'm standing on the barrel like that, I don't move. He just pushes me around. So I'm just trying to follow him and whack him whenever possible. You have to hit him 14 times for his mask to fall off.
Well, I'm going to free you now. Free your head right off your shoulders. Sheep, sheep, sheep. It's time for sleep.
And there's Sammy. I mean, he does. His axe does just appear in his hand again. Jumping back to something Pyro Puppet said streams ago. Because I think I have the axe from his head, and Boris just has his own.
I don't think so. The Searchers and the Lost Ones built
Or maybe
this
you
place.
picked up...
Sammy must have been keeping
No, you
him
picked
at
up
bay.
Sammy's. You must have.
Now that
Yeah.
he's gone.
Anyway,
Looks like we're in for a fight.
I'm gonna get in position.
Ready. Watch out! Here they come!
Also, this is where I first noticed the Boris thing. I was just standing here watching the fight because I was bored, you know. Also, it started at about 12 minutes. And yeah, you can see Boris had the bone. He doesn't this time because in Chapter 3, well, 1, this is Chapter Select, but I didn't give him the bone. But if you do give it to him in Chapter 3 and you're playing all the way through, he'll have it, and that's kind of neat. Yeah, we just sit back. We watch. We hope that they do it quickly.
I've never seen this many before.
But thankfully, yeah, you're pretty much impervious up here. I got hit before. I think the hard hat ones specifically were able to hit me here, but I think that was it. Which of course makes sense given how awful they are in general.
You can do this. Keep fighting.
Go, guys, go! You can do it! So I'm glad they headed them off before the hard hat people would come get me, because then I'd have to, like, jump off and run around a little bit. Alright, so it's been about 2 minutes now since the fight started. Hopefully it's going pretty well. I mean, we are a fair bit through considering they did the hard hat guys. We have another group here before the end of it. And that's kind of how I'm gauging their progress, but yeah. Mostly just watching the screen, waiting for the achievement to pop up. Get this dude. Boris. Alright, bye, Boris.
I've never seen this many
Inefficient
before.
Boris.
Get away from me!
You know what? It's only Tom because she called him Tom. There's no other reason that he's Tom. But you are right, you are right. I still just find that kind of weird, because it's like, you know, why do you call him Tom? He just seems to respond to it. Yeah, maybe that's because you keep calling him that. You know? Like, if someone... Ah! Okay. Okay, we got that achievement. So we're jumping out. Chapter select. Go. Archives. Yes. If someone called me princess, and I knew they were talking to me, like, yeah, I'd respond to it. Okay. Cool. Well, there we have it. It's like such an underwhelming ending to this run, though. It's just like, gold bricking activated. And then you jump on that thing, you get one more achievement, and then you're done. Like, it's so underwhelming. But here we go. Look, we got achievements 100%, 60 out of 60. I don't know if I have to show them like this, too. But look at all of these achievements. Whoa. Morgan, how would you, of all people, know about that? Okay, that says 1 hidden. Let me refresh that, because it said we got all 60. Bull crap, there's not another achievement. Yeah, see, that says I have 59. What does that say I have 59? I have 60. Why does that say I have 59? I have 60! Y'all watched me get 60. It says I have 60 right there. I don't know why this page is being stupid. Okay, it might be because of, again, I have to use third-party software in order to delete my achievements, so it might just be being dumb. But trust me, we got them all. Ignore this part that I'm holding the screen on. I don't know. I mean, is that not counting the... I don't remember what that's called. The Archives achievement. I always forget what it's called. But either way, we got it. Yeah, I did the Archives. I did the Archives at the very end. I don't know why it's saying 59 to 60, but I got all 60. It says so right here. Oh, Standing Proud. Yeah. Don't know why the other page isn't wanting to reflect that. Again, it might be because third-party software that I have to use in order to delete all my achievements, because it makes some things a little weird. But if you want to go back through and watch as I unlock all 60, you are welcome to, because I did so. Anyway, that was the 100% Bendy and the Ink Machine run. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. And to cover what you talked about, Morgan, really quickly with the Thomas Connor, that I don't think that he is the cartoon counterpart of Thomas Connor, but I think what it is that the human counterpart of Alice and Angel, like the good Alice Angel at the end there, I think that her husband is Thomas Connor, and so she just has kind of that vague memory of a Tom in her life, and so when she found that Boris, I assume that's what it was. So I don't think that that Boris is actually Thomas Connor, but I think that that Alice and Angel still has a bit of her voice actress in her kind of thing, you know? Like imprinted on her, and so she remembers Tom. That's what I believe, but I'm certainly no lore expert. I've only done a bit of Wikipedia reading myself. I haven't watched, like, lore videos or anything. But that's my best guess about it. But yeah, anyway, there's your 100% run. Hope you guys enjoyed it. 2 hours and 35 minutes, 7 seconds. I'll take it. Again, last time I did this, it was like 3 hours, 30 minutes, something like that. Like, it was a little higher, but I don't remember how much higher. It was within the 30s. So definite improvements here, but I know that it can be improved more if other people want to try to find a better route. If they want to try to find glitches. Like, if someone could find a way to activate both Path of the Angel and Path of the Demon together, or gold bricking and aggression together, I think those would be the biggest skips, because you'd be able to skip all of chapter 3, you know, one of the times. Like, you'd only have to do it once if you could get Angel and Demon together, and then you wouldn't have to redo half of chapter 5 if you could get gold bricking and aggression. But yep, we're gonna call the stream here, so thank you, Morgan, and thank you for the rest of the people who were watching this stream. Hope you had a good time. If you'd like to see more in the future, make sure to follow me on Twitch and all that good stuff. Have your notifications turned on. I have no, like, I can't guarantee ever that I'll have another stream. That's just the thing with me, especially, you know, in a couple months when things in life are going to get particularly crazy and busy and I won't have my usual equipment and all that. But yeah, I don't put any notifications out anywhere, so if you want to see another stream in the future, best thing you can do is follow. So thank you guys again, and with that, have a good one, everybody.